Hi friends, welcome to the third video of the series Simplification and Approximations. In this video, I would like to explain the shortcut to find the square root of a given number. Please note that this method gives the right answer only for those numbers which are perfect squares. For this, we would need to know the squares along with their units digit of the first 10 numbers at least. I have mentioned the first 10 numbers with their squares in the table for reference to my illustration. Let's get started now. Let us find the square root of the number 3364. So, the first step is to check for the number which is preceding the last two digits of the given number. We see that it is 33 in our case. Now refer to the table and check 33 is after which number in the squares column. We see that it is succeeding 25. Hence we'll need to choose the number 5, which is the square root of that number. Now coming to the second part, in the step 2, check for the units digit of the number. We find that it is 4. From the table, we can say that the squares of 2 and 8 ends with 4. So we can conclude that the square root of 3364 is either 52 or 58. How do we confirm this? For this, get back to the first step. We had selected 5 as the first digit. Multiply the number 5 by the number that is following it. So, 5 into 6 would give us 30. Now compare this value with the initially obtained value that we had after striking away the last two digits. It was 33 in our case. We notice that the number 33 is greater than 30. Hence we need to select the higher of the possible values of the square root. So in our case, the possible answers were 52 or 58, and the higher of those two is 58. Hence we can very safely say that the square root of 3364 is 58. Please note that the value which we have obtained was less than 30. Then we would have to choose the number 52 as our answer. I hope the method to find the square root is clear. Please note once again that this method holds good only for perfect squares. Now what if the given number is not a perfect square? We would still be able to approximate the answer. So for example, let us consider finding the square root of the number 4623, which is not a perfect square. The method to find the square root is the same as that we used in the previous problem. So in step 1, we need to check for the number preceding the last two digits. It is 46 in our case. Referring to the table, we choose the number 6, as 6 square is 36, which happens to be the number which is before 46. Our next step is to check for the last digit. We see that it is 3. This part of the solution is quite important. When we refer to the table, we don't find any squares ending with 3. It is here that we make our first approximation. We select another number which is close to 3. Let me take 4 in this case. Thus, from the table, we can say that 2 and 8 has 4 in its units digit of their squares. Hence, we can conclude that the number is either 62 or 68. Now, as we did in the previous case, we need to multiply 6 by the next number. We see that 6 into 7 is 42. And the next step is to compare it with the initial number that we have after striking the last two digits, which is 46 in our case. We see that 46 is greater than 42. Hence, we take 68 as our final answer. Please note that this is the approximated answer. If we actually calculate the square root of 4623 using a calculator, we get it as 67.9, which is almost equal to 68. I hope this video has helped you understand the topic well. Refer to my next video for the shortcut to find the cube root of a given number. If you liked my video or found it useful, please Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.